Welcome back to Melbourne Strength Cultures podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. Boy, there's a back episode 67. I was thinking the other day, what we need to celebrate, Charlie, when we pass.
We still haven't had our Christmas dinner.
Oh, we haven't, have we? Fuck.
We need to celebrate.
It's done. It's February.
Dead
It's nearly
Giuseppe's. No. Hey, yeah.
We need a dinner just for the sake of having.
Let's call it like end of summer. Let's call it Q1. Let's give it a different name.
No, it's Christmas.
No, it's Christmas, and then we have it in the Q1.
We have the end of Q1 steaks.
yeah.
No, then we've got the end of financial year steaks as well.
It's 3 months late.
We need to sell it. What are we going to do when Strength Cultures podcast overtakes quantum lifting?
How many episodes is that?
I think it did 89.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe we did 89. Nothing, because it was a shit podcast. Actually,
look, it didn't have me and Buzz, so
You hated it.
I think I hated it.
not from the start.
No, you didn't.
Not from the start.
No, you didn't. It wasn't a shit podcast. Hindsight, you're like, it's shit comparatively to this.
It was a good learning experience. It challenged me. But yeah, I wouldn't have. Your auntie was the one that made us or pushed us to do it. And look, it was good.
You blaming Jamie's auntie?
Blaming someone.
To be honest, I got a lead recently from that podcast.
From the original
podcast.
Pretty sure Zach Vanderput, who's going to do the mock me in April, he was, I'm pretty sure it was him, said he goes, yeah, I used to listen to the quantum lifting one.
Wow, that's a
And I was like,
throwback.
that's a 3-year turnaround lead. So
Sometimes it takes time.
takes time. It's just brought on there. But look, we did it. It was good.
So we're not
experience.
celebrating.
No, celebrate.
No, we're celebrating this
Passing
apparel,
90 episodes.
app, all the stuff. But it was a learning experience. You wouldn't be able to have. Yeah, like we interviewed some cool people. We did Chad Wesley Smith.
Yeah, we finished on Chad Wesley Smith, I'm pretty sure.
big name.
And Sean Noriega, if he listens, he does engage with the social media, but we had Sean Noriega lined up, and then he had to move it. And then after he moved it, it was sort of like the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm like, I think this is done.
We've got no reason to keep rocking
I
out.
think we just were like, fuck it.
I also remember we did
Second international guest rejection done.
Chad Wesley Smith. Chad Wesley Smith. We did him at like 1 a.m. in the morning because of the time zones. And James like, we're in lockdown. We're not doing anything else. Just get up and do it. So 1 a.m. we did him late at night.
And I remember we just asked him the most generic Chad Wesley Smith questions ever. Like, how'd you build Juggernaut? Like,
The question he's answered 48 times.
Yeah, do you want to talk about your powerlifting, like your top 10 total? Like, just the most Chad Wesley Smith. Yeah, he's a though.
But I think we were just trying to find our way, and we found our way, and our way is just us talking shit with a few guests thrown in there, and people seem to like it.
That is exactly what we do now, just a little bit different.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the way he's found. That's what he means.
I didn't listen to the first half.
Good job. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying we canned that, and now we're here, and we found our way. We rock up here. We just talk shit. We've got a couple topics lined up today, but we'll get 50 minutes easy. Easy. And people will like it.
Talking shit is a craft.
We did the Christmas special, which I think we're gonna tweak that one.
We need to tweak it.
I think slow beers. Slow beers or slow wines?
Yeah, we can't have spirits.
Cocktails in the first 20 minutes.
Just maybe one or two shots in the last
At the
30
end,
minutes.
Yeah, last 30 minutes, just spice it up and then finish it off. But this is better. And I think this podcast would already have more plays and shit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
it's already past it.
Absolutely. It would be. Yeah.
Quantum Lifting. I think I want to change my Instagram handle.
Oh.
What are you going to change it to?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it for a while. Do we just go the name? No, you got to have something funny.
What do you reckon? What have you been thinking about?
It's time for a change.
We've had a couple.
6 years.
Couple suggestions. A couple ideas.
I don't know. I've just forgotten them. They're not there. Sorry.
Mustn't have been that
One
good.
of them was
Have you had your creatine today?
Me?
Yeah.
I've actually had more caffeine than I've had today in many days.
You're on the come down.
What's the idea behind now taking no dose?
I don't know. I just saw it and so I had it.
There's no thought there. Just
I had one of those Suntory fucking double espresses.
Yep.
This morning. Then I had a Monster.
You had a Tectate, a Suntory. Not a Tectate. What are they called?
Fucking
the coffees.
196.
The alcoholic drinks.
No, Suntory do coffee as well. They don't.
Oh, I do that.
The Boss. Boss Ice Coffee.
Boss Ice Coffee.
Those
Oh,
little
really?
ones.
Yeah, Suntory
Little bangers.
the overarching brand.
The umbrella.
The
News
product.
to me.
It's like Nestle.
If it ain't vino, I'm not drinking it.
Suntory,
beverages.
yeah, they're the big hustlers.
They're
Do
big
good
hustlers.
whiskies too.
They do it all.
They do lots of drinks. They do even products you wouldn't think of. I saw it on a
packet of something. Again, I don't know what the product was.
Nice.
But it was like chippies or something.
Chippies,
yeah,
chippies. Nah, they do chippies. Yeah, they do chippies. They do chippies.
Novice nuts.
Something like that. Yeah.
These nuts.
Yeah, Suntorio. So I had one of them anyway. I just saw the packet of Nodos. And
One of the names was Salmonella Charles.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Ate the raw chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Hunt discomfort.
I don't know. Anyway, just a thought.
So you're off quantum lifting. You really hated that period of your content creation, didn't you?
No, it's just time for a change.
Yeah, he's since made a quantum leap out of there.
Quantum
Now
leap,
he's fucking. Now he's just slamming
Salmonella.
and running.
Speaking of salmonella, how did the Charlie's Charcoal Grill go?
That was good. It was fucking had a few passerbys from the gymnastics.
Yeah, I heard.
Did they get involved too?
A couple
Crazy.
fucking snags. No, it was good. It was
What the fuck did
a
you
couple
say?
snags.
A couple fucking snags.
No, it went well. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was easy. People were asking where the onions were. I said, no fucking onions. Just another thing to worry about. I was like, how am I going to? I had a grill and
A fry pan.
We do things our way. If you don't like it, too bad.
yeah, exactly. You get sauce and a fucking sausage and bread.
I'll tell you what. After fucking months of,
We need to stop swearing, boys.
tell you what.
Yeah, we
After
need to pull
months
back.
of,
I'd fucking.
Oi,
Sorry, that was a
no
joke.
swearing,
That was a
man.
joke.
Come on,
No, that was. I was trying.
Come on, man.
I was trying to take the.
Actually, no, yeah. I want to have an intervention with you, Didier. You swear way more than everyone else, like significantly
Yeah, see, I
more.
didn't even realize. And then I listened back to a clip.
Man,
I'm like,
that
I swore a lot.
egg thing, when
There was
Donnie
chefs in there.
sent me the edit of it, and I was like, what the hell is this? So
There's
we're gonna
chefs.
play a game. No swearing for the next 30 minutes. I've got
Easy.
the
Easy.
I feel like we need to put a punishment.
So put a timer on.
10 push-ups.
Yeah, nice.
you get a slap on the leg here. Everyone's got to get their skin out. You got to take your pants off, Jamie.
Done.
Slap on
Done.
the leg.
That sucks.
Just
Yeah.
crack across
Doesn't
the leg.
hurt. Legs,
30
especially there.
minutes.
I feel like if
I reckon back of the neck.
back of the neck, little slap.
Back of the neck, across the back of the neck. If someone swears in the next 30, you get a slap across the back of the neck.
All right, done.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. And it has to be during the podcast.
Let's get Didier ranting.
All right. So what I was going to say was, after months of salt and sugar reduced barbecue sauce, real health guy. Yesterday I put, because there was leftover condiments from the weekend, I put some on my rice. I'm like, holy moly, this is good shit. That doesn't count.
Nah,
Shit's
shit's
on
alright.
it. Shit's
Shit's
on a
fine.
swear.
Nah.
All right. But yeah, full sugar.
It does.
All
Nah,
right.
shit's
Okay,
fine.
we've established the rules.
No, we
Full
didn't-
sugar.
I thought you were about to blame the reduced salt and
swearing.
sugar barbecue sauce on your swearing.
Yeah, I've been like
thought you were
hypo. Yeah. But no, it's great stuff. Look, you want to be healthy, get the reduced stuff, but the
So
full
what was
stuff,
the difference? Is it the consistency or just the flavour?
just the richness of flavour. Just, just different.
The flavour profile.
Oh, so you're saying you had that hit. You had that full sugar.
that full sugar hit.
That full
as,
sugar
as
there.
opposed to the reduced sugar, reduced salt, which now just tastes watered
Were you
down.
off your head? Did it?
My training session, bang, bang. Like,
Peking.
Jackson, the coffee chief, the chieftain, he said
He's a good man.
He said it was the best snag he'd had. He said, and I was like, I thought he was taking the piss.
I think he was taking
No,
it.
I think he is taking
It was a $2 snag from Woolworths.
He goes, seriously, he goes, cooking it on charcoals is the flavour.
Maybe he's never had that charcoal experience.
Well, some people don't.
You can stuff up a thin beef snag from Woolworths.
Yeah?
You can. I've had horrendous ones, and I've
What,
had
just
some that I'm like
overcooked?
that.
Overcooked or
Yeah. But something. There's a perfect thin beef.
whatever it
thin
is,
beef
Charles
one.
has got it.
There
I
is.
don't know if I've got it.
I don't know if
What
it was
do-
the best one I've ever had. I had like 6.
One of the best six you've ever had.
I was
Next to the platform, everyone's competing, and you're just like,
The gym would have.
If there was a smell in the air, that was
thin
I
beef
liked
snag.
it. People liked the
It was coming out of my pose.
next time round. What's our plan of attack for Charlie's Charcoal Grill?
the fucking same.
Same again. Deliver the slap.
We're
Well,
actually slapping each other.
Dumb questions get dumb answers.
Come here. Come on.
Are we getting this? We're doing this.
No, I'm slapping.
you have to come to me.
We're actually doing this.
I feel like Ned Stark. Ned Stark
Did you get that, Donnie? Yeah.
Get that content, Donnie?
That was a hit.
That was a nice little slap.
That was a good one. Bit of a.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna say we're gonna slap someone and not slap him properly. You
got it.
gotta
It
do it.
lasted 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Did you have the timer on? Start it again, Charles. Start it again.
It's just now just runs for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I was going to run that. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so you're sticking to snags. That's it.
Oh, well,
Get some onions next time.
We might be do some onions.
What about a bit of cheese? Just a little sprinkling of cheese.
A little bit of
We're not
cheese.
doing other meat though.
No other meat, so just snacks.
I really wanted a chop.
What about a gyro?
We can buy some chops for
Nah,
ourselves.
you'd always such a mission.
It's so hard.
It's a mission.
It's such a mission.
I'm going to slug them.
We're not.
Turn a profit.
You want a suva? $28. Thanks for coming.
Honestly,
Authentic. My Greg's made for you.
I feel like if we were going to do a gyro,
Homemade
we'll do
tzatziki.
one like we could do one after like one of the mock meets or something.
Much more relaxed setting.
Relaxed. It's for our clients.
Our community.
Our community, a little bit smaller, there's 20, 30 people.
So if you want-
we do 10 kilos, small. For that, to be honest, can't be bothered.
Fair enough. But if you
a
want the
lot of
gyro, DM for coaching. There'll be an exclusive gyro for Strength
Yeah,
Culture
we're looking
members.
for 10 clients for our next gyro.
who want to lift and then eat gyro.
I just for
If you want to come to our next gyro party,
we could do some chivapis,
Yeah,
some
chivap
Croatian sausage.
is that the little
They're
picolinos?
Yeah, they're not wrapped.
Yeah.
And they're fatty.
Are they?
Well, the perfect sausage ratio is meant to be 70 protein, 30% fat.
I love when you read the macros across the microphone. Like Charlie was like reading out the fat
thing was-
content of the sausage.
Yeah, we learned you could roam with the
The roaming microphone is a big plus for a local meet. These two, the two Jamies, just usually they just stay in the same spot, look at the scoreboard. These guys, it's like roaming Brian in the AFL.
Al, one of the refs in her post email, she was like, "You guys have the best sound system by a mile." I was like, "Yeah, fucking
We
right."
do.
Bang!
Hey! All right, I have to deliver the
That's
slap.
a slap. 100%.
This game was created for me, but I'm winning so far.
I
Yeah,
missed it.
yeah. Dude, slap. That was shit. That was all bone.
Or bone.
That was, you got a bone and you pulled back.
I pulled back. I
Yeah,
hesitated.
Yeah,
No, it's
Hezzy.
alright. I'll teach ya.
he hesitates.
You can't bite the hand that feeds.
But no, we got told that it was. I know. I would say it's Paulie.
Paulie B.
Paulie B. Shouts out my dad.
Bootsiotis.
He knows.
Ciotus.
He knows subwoofers.
Yeah.
He knows tracks.
Yeah, how was the comp though? I thought it was a fantastic comp. It was a lot of atmosphere in the room.
Not gonna lie, I saw Tess's lifts, and then I didn't watch until the last round of deadlifts.
Yeah, Charles' devotion to the
outside
sausage
the whole
game. He didn't
time.
see any of the comp. We didn't see Charles for like a good 3 hours
outside
there.
just flinging sausages.
I just kept looking through the like the foyer through the glass wall, and you'd be standing there with your Oakleys on, with the blue
I've learned
teal,
You
the-
always have your sunnies when you're grilling
Yeah, I stood there for about 3 seconds and I just had charcoal smoke in
because
my
it
eyes.
gets in your eyes. You put your sunnies on, and especially the Oakley wraparounds covers everything. But how was the comp? Was it good?
It was mad. It was mad. Went well.
Who do we have?
We had, so from Strength Culture, I had a couple clients, James Britton and Jared Santarossa. James Britton, first comp in a little while. He's done a bunch of comps, but a lot lighter body weight, hit a total PB, which was awesome.
He's also a big G up.
Big G up,
he
loves
loves
it.
the G
Loves
up.
the G up, loves the G up in the back room, loves getting the crowd going. You know, big game lifter. And
Confident lift.
confident, 100%. So that was good. And then Jared Santarossa did his first comp, couple PBs, bench was a little bit under PB, but overall, really solid day. So it was,
Is he a junior?
he is a junior. He's gunning for that qualifying total at his next meet to then be able to
Do
get
nuts.
into junior nationals.
Awesome.
Little Dylan. Is,
Yeah, they're best mates. They're the two plate loaders.
We liked Dylan's.
Dilalo.
We were calling him Dilalo. Nationals, but he's like one of us.
One of us.
He likes to muck around. He likes to do a bit of shadow boxing.
Bit of fun.
Likes to be slapped. Just likes to.
He's a sick puppy.
Likes to have a bit of fun. He doesn't take it too serious. So
Which we like. We're all about
nationals,
that.
We were mucking around with him.
Absolutely.
I was speaking to him in Greek. He didn't understand a word I was saying.
But he was responding.
But he was responding. He was just like nodding and laughing.
It's not about the words, it's about the vibe.
Yeah. Just in sentences like "Come here, Dylan" in Greek, and he would just stood and
Hello.
just like look at me. Ela Dylan,
Bummer. And we had Lexi, yeah?
Lexi Georgiou. Yeah, smacked it. First competition, she got PBs on her squat and her deadlift. Bench just didn't have it. I remember Jace Stupas was handling her just because we were doing things around the competition in her bench press. She missed her second. She hit her first, missed her second. Jace goes, "What happened there?" And she's like, "I didn't think it would be heavy." So she just, it was just like first comp, probably wasn't anticipating that a second would actually still be relatively heavy. And then came back, knocked her thirds out, hit a 140 deadlift, and she loved it. Had a great day. Said that it's definitely something she wants to do again. Like she went into the comp thing like, this is one and done. I'm just doing it for the experience. Said it was fun. Atmosphere was fun. Everyone was supportive.
And she wants to do it again.
And she wants to do it again.
Of course.
Yeah, and she wants to do it again now. And I think that was the biggest job for me. The PBs were cool, but
enjoying the day and
enjoying
actually
the day.
That was same with Tess. Like Tess was like 2 weeks out. I'm going to pull out. I don't want to do this. And then after it's like, oh, it's so much fun. I want to do this again. This
When
is
she
great.
got there, she was there on the day. She's like, I don't want to do this.
And then she loved it. And then the next day, I went to my parents, and she was there, and she's like, "I'm the best, Athanasiou. I'm the best."
Yeah, we were
She's
saying
like-
that on the mic all
she's like,
day.
I'm the best. She goes, "I'm gonna come for your dots. I'm better than all of you." Like
love
just
it.
being, and Mum's like, "What have you created here, this monster?"
I love that she did it beltless.
Yeah, she's
Everything, the whole lot.
doesn't wear a belt.
Don't need no belt.
She texted me on Saturday at 4 p.m. saying, I am a warrior. I texted her back saying, you are a warrior. And then she texted me again later saying, a beltless warrior.
She 157 and a half deadlift without a belt. Conventional was pretty solid.
Proper
Yeah.
50,
Under 60
8.9 kilos
Yeah.
body weight.
And,
Proper.
Pretty much a triple body weight.
yeah,
Getting up there, yeah.
Yeah.
no belt. It's good. So her bench was, she squatted 97 and a half, but she missed her second on depth. And then she benched 57 and a half, which was a PR. But she was like, I wanted 60. And you know what female bench is like at those lower loads, like a 2.5
2.5 jump.
It's a big-
That's a
big
big relative
gains.
jump.
And I was
Big
like,
age.
she's like, I had it. And I was like, I don't. Maybe she did. You never know. Sometimes, especially with like beginners, they can like just really put in a bit of effort and it flies. And like to prove you wrong, but obviously, anyway, we went for the more conservative 57.5, still a PR, 2.5 kilo PR, and she got it.
It's straight after. She's like, I want to come. I'm coming to hit. What did she miss? What did she miss her squat?
Well, not,
She had to repeat her
She had to repeat
second,
97.
97. I think
Yeah,
she wants,
she's done
she wanted
100
to come
in
in and hit
training.
100 and go for 60.
Yeah, she's done 100 in training.
105, she said. That's it. She
Yeah.
wants to come and hit 105 now.
And she wants.
She will.
She's
Yeah.
spewing. She can't do nationals because she's going to Europe for 3 months.
That's a good sign, though.
Well,
She's
if you're
pumped- she's
actually
pumped to do
committed to
nationals,
powerlifting,
yeah.
you wouldn't go to
What are you
Europe.
doing in Europe
Yeah,
for?
what a holiday.
Are you actually a warrior?
Yeah, Tess.
A traveling warrior.
She's fake.
Everyone wants to be a warrior. No one wants to go to war. That's
She's a phony. You really got to be committed to the craft of powerlifting.
one day she'll learn to bleed for this. One
She
day.
will.
Not a true Spartan.
But she's going to Europe
It's
for
not
3
willing to eat
months.
shit.
So I'm trying to. Deuce was like, do the TSF, but it's sold out already. So anyway, Deuce was like, I'll message Liz and see if there's put you on a wait list or whatever, which would be good if she could do that because Deuce is doing it, Anthea's doing it, Tess would do it.
Oh, Anthea's doing mine. Nice.
doing it as well. There's gonna be a
So it
few.
would have been could have had all the girls together and. Anyway, she maybe will
Come on,
do
Deuce,
that.
pull the strings. Strings.
Deuce.
Brick. We need brick. Pull the strings.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
A man on the inside.
She
Know
need
the guy at the door.
We need so yeah, that one, but that one will be good, the TSF one.
Yeah,
Sure.
so with team champs.
But we need a few more on the calendar. There's not that many.
Are you kidding me?
Man, when's the last time you looked at the calendar, Charlie?
I looked at last week when they all signed up for TSF.
There's two
have you
new
looked
ones.
at- have you
There's
looked at
4
There's
new
two
ones on
coming.
there.
There's two
Since
coming in
Yeah.
then.
July.
When?
They're up now.
July 2nd. It's going on sale tomorrow. It would have already been on sale by the time this comes out. ESS in July. They're coming, bro. Don't worry.
Peninsula.
Ash is
Peninsula,
going to
yeah. That's
what you're
Tasmania.
doing.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
In May. I'm going with him.
What's that?
Paris-
Yeah, Ash is going to Tasmania. It's funny. Last night at basketball, because Ash is playing Sunday nights and he's filling in my team Monday night. It's like, man, I just don't want this to affect my squats. I'm like, bro, we're not doing a triathlon here. Come on. You'll be all right.
He'll be fine.
I was like to. I won't make any promises. But I'll see. I'll swing Jamie and get me down
We-
to Tasmania too. But then I looked at it. It's Deuce's birthday weekend.
And
I'm like,
I was
I'm
going to
not coming to
go,
Tasmania.
but
So you don't care. about powerlifting.
we might be doing a seminar that weekend.
It's a common theme.
It is.
We just don't care.
It's
We
a
don't
common
care.
theme with the Athanasius
care.
just pulling out of competitions.
Yeah.
Just backing out of things.
Holidays,
Vula's the
family.
only national champion.
Bull's the national champion. Travelled for it too.
One and done.
Go.
Everyone else just likes coming
So
second.
she's the number one Athanasiou.
Yeah,
100%.
Vula easily.
Quite great. But yeah, I was going to go, but we might be doing a seminar that weekend. But Ash
What do you
was
mean?
there.
Might be. We are doing the same.
We are doing a seminar. You know, you just got to keep them guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never let them know your next move.
Tassie.
real work in the darkness, work in the shadows. Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely. If you're interested, though, in doing our novice competition, you can sign up before March the 20th for a 10 weeks coaching program that we're running into a novice comp here. So if you're looking to get under the barbell on the platform for your first competition, you can jump in there. It will be the first link down below. If you're if you're keen on getting started with powerlifting.
I really like coaching those people too. I think that's where
It's a big G up.
the younger, the newer people. Like I got like for example, Zach. You know, the one I was talking about. Guy I was talking about before. He's doing the mock man. I know he wants to compete. So I like those guys. Their first comp, guys, girls, whatever. First comp. They're new. They're excited. It's good. I think that's definitely with powerlifting where I like. That's what we've always been too.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've always been that,
without a doubt.
and I like that. I like getting them to their first couple comps. It's fun. So the mock man is just a good entry point if they want to have a crack, but aren't sure if they want to go and buy all the expensive equipment, memberships.
Yeah,
It does add up a little bit.
absolutely.
So you can see how you go with the mock meet, see if you like it, and then
Go from there.
go from there.
You like it?
I was,
No, you like it?
I was holding it in.
You like it?
I was trying not to succumb to
You like it?
ethnic tendencies.
One of the anonymous questions.
You like it?
One of the anonymous questions we got was, "What are you guys going to do with the team champs check afterwards?" Didier, what
Make
are
it
we calling
rain.
you? Who's the basketball coach?
I'm the Phil Jackson.
Phil
of the team.
Jackson.
That's how it
the
is.
Phil Jackson of powerlifting.
You know
What are you going to be doing with the winnings?
We're going to be just basking in it, just letting them all know.
Do you reckon they're going to have a big novelty
in
check?
Look, if anyone from Strength Fortress is watching, Jeremy, I know you're watching. We need a check. We're winning. We're coming to win. I want to be able to raise a check. If you don't have one, get one. Like that's our demand.
Big Happy Gilmore.
check.
Or cash all in small bills so you can just throw it up and just
Make it look more
actually basket.
dollar bills.
Part-time powerlifters, full-time winners. Always winning. Always
No,
rocking up in the
I'm
ring.
actually G'd up for team champs. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a very fun
I
day.
think it's going to be unreal.
And shouts out
team
for
champs.
Strength Fortress for organising. Obviously, they've done it in the past. Three sessions, yep.
Who's on our team?
2
We've got
weeks.
Cam Brown.
Cam the Slam Brown, Lena
90.
Tran, Abby Stronell, and
Elise.
McLennan. So yeah, gonna be a fun day.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a sick. It's going to be a sick day.
gonna be a sick
and,
puppy.
and also, yeah, definitely shouts out
Big
to the
shouts
Fortress
out,
because
like-
they've built it up really well. But even just like the organisation of it and how like the whole thing's been.
Yeah, shouts out Liz in particular for all the
Lizzie.
organisation, just the constant communication to the coaches, sending out information. Like they definitely
They're
set the
setting the
standard
standard.
of what you can do at a local meet. Obviously, they're just a local gym, but the things they do, they definitely are showing what's possible. So shouts out.
Lizzie.
Shouts out. 2023 needs to be the year that you finally take control of your finances and planning for the future. Three Kings Wealth Management is an online financial advice service that helps you build for the future without sacrificing today. They have a number of ways in which you can work with them. I personally love their Instagram, so even just following them on Instagram will be huge and will help you understand finance better. They have a bunch of free resources through Instagram. However, they also have the opportunity to download a very cheap $49, but there's like 20 hours worth of financial content on there related to setting up foundational structures with personal finance and business finance, building out insurances and making sure that your future is supported, also looking at investment strategies and all of those sort of things. Moving forward from there, you also have the opportunity to jump on a free call with Ryan, one of the boy there's. He's an absolute king, the Three Kings, the growth goat. But Ryan will be able to help you and make sure that you are actually in the right stream related to their services. So check out Three Kings Wealth Management. Get control of your finances. Work and plan for the future without sacrificing today. I can't describe how freeing it is to have a good, sound plan for finance management, and Three Kings are there to help you. So check them out. They're down below in the description box. Let's get back to the show. Alrighty, we're going to go to... So we put up anonymous questions on the story today, and we got some rippers. We got some absolute...
See, when we get
Trash?
when we get trash questions, we're always like, oh, these bloody questions. But maybe it's us. These are our listeners. Like maybe it's a mirror looking back.
Alrighty, the first one.
Yeah, when you make trash content, you get trash
That's
questions.
it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's too much eggs. How many of these animals do you think you could beat in a fight? And each animal, eventually we become teams and we're fighting these animals as teams, all right?
Oh, there's just too many conditions.
No, the first one is one-on-one against chihuahuas.
This guy and his criteria for questions.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners, you got shit questions for Didier. Too many. All
right, let's go.
Too dumb, low IQ, or
Let's go.
too many parameters.
Let's go.
All right.
I do like highbrow questions.
Alrighty, first one-on-one against chihuahua. Could you beat? Yeah, that's
easy.
it.
Drop
Straight up.
puns.
How would you do it?
Stop much.
We're honestly talking about fighting here.
I'm
there's
kicking it over the fence.
Yeah, there's nothing out of the bounds.
You know in
of
soccer you do the
wrong
toe
or right.
poke up? Boom.
Yeah,
Just toe
So-
bash.
Yeah. So this can get relatively graphic. It's a fight.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And that
That's the
chihuahua
question.
is over
Drop-
the fence.
It is a drop punt.
Drop pun.
Drop punt.
Drop.
Come at me, bro.
Alrighty, number 2, one-on-one against a kangaroo.
No chance.
I reckon we're
not
all
doing it.
getting
Box it.
shredded.
I'm not doing it.
You have to box
No
it
way.
because as soon as they get up on their feet, fucking
Yeah,
gone.
but you can box it. They're gonna break your arms.
Have you seen the video of the guy boxing the
Bro,
kangaroo?
it's boxed it. It's possible.
Bop.
It is possible.
But
I reckon I've
Maybe
got it.
as a boxer, but as a civilian,
Alright.
no.
Man, he rattled the kangaroo.
Hang on.
The kangaroo.
Could you hit a kangaroo,
Yeah,
Bus?
I'm saying 100%. Have you seen the video?
Have you seen the video?
Goes up, pops it with a jab. Yep. No, slip. Kangaroo disappears, mate.
No, the kangaroo literally was knocked out. It was its paws.
rattled.
It was like I don't know. And ran away.
What was it?
It literally you could see
that again?
It was. It was knocked out.
It was definitely rattled. I don't know if they can pivot, how their footwork is. I know they can jump.
What's their rotation like?
What's their ability to just pivot on the
they're
back leg?
sagittal beasts.
Sagittal beast.
That's come straight out. Yeah.
So you close the distance, they will pivot, right hand cross the face.
Who was
and
your
that's
sponsor? Nippy's Milk. We need Nippy's back to sponsor the kangaroo
Not
fight.
on good terms with Nicky.
We won't get into that one.
I pulled out my kickboxing shorts the other day. I'm ready, and I had a Greek flag. I had an Aussie flag on it as well, but there was shit press, and it fell off. So I just had a Greek flag, straight line automotive for all your paddle beating niche, and then Nippy's on there as well.
Nippy's on the arse.
Yeah.
Nippy's milk.
But yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, we had a falling out.
Falling out with
Yeah.
Nippy's.
I had too much.
We don't
chocolate
like big milk
I
anyway.
had too much chocolate milk.
Yeah.
They're eating the profits.
Did you cry over spilt milk?
Yeah, never.
Yeah. No once.
Nippy's-
All right. One-on-one against a pit bull.
No chance.
No chance.
Have
Zero.
you seen the end of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Do you want to know?
Brad Pitt gets
You just ruined the movie for everyone.
what the people.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Oh man,
If it came out 3 years ago, you haven't seen it. Too bad.
it came out in 2019 before COVID.
too bad.
And also,
I wanted to
It's a
say it, but
Tarantino film with no actual conclusion.
there's actually there's no like
Story.
to it. It's actually one of those ones.
just a few characters that are.
No, it's based on the Manson
The
murders, but
Mansons,
it's
yeah.
an alternative ending.
What does that mean?
So it's not
Like,
the
it's
way
not
it
the
actually
actual
happens.
ending
He's
of real
written
life.
an alternative ending where the Manson people.
So he just
don't get-
remixed the book.
The Mansons aren't a book. The Mansons happened in real life.
Charles Manson. He's in
I got no
prison.
idea.
They
who
were like a
Charles
cult.
Manson
They were
is.
like a
You
cult.
That's what
murderers.
alternative means. You don't know who Charles Manson is.
No.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Charles Manson is in jail now. You can watch.
He's like
interviews.
85 or
Who
something.
is Charles Manson?
He was like a
started
cult leader. And he like organized people to like kill
Murder
people. He
people.
didn't.
Oh, really?
He
was a
himself
hitman.
didn't, but he.
It's not a hitman.
So
I'm
Not
writing
in
an
those ways.
alternative ending, all right? He was a psychedelic tripper hitman.
Psychedelic tripper. Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah.
So yeah, and then he's just Tarantino's written a different ending to that.
Remixed
So there's
his
a
life.
pitbull, crazy pitbull, and the pitbull attacks a human and rips it apart.
Yeah.
No chance.
So how do you think a pit bull would fare against a soccer kick? Like you run up,
A well-timed soccer kick.
way. They got
what about
dense heads.
what about
That's
a
the same.
well-timed
but
one?
more like from the upper.
What about
so they've
Ronaldinho
come at you,
coming out?
jumped off the back. Yeah, Ronaldinho under the chin, cock back under the chin.
Direct impact.
It would backflip and then bang. Straight on.
But you have to time that.
It's a timing.
perfectly because if you don't get that right, gone. Throw.
Yeah, no,
dead.
I'm just saying on the
gone.
It's possible. It's
hypothetical
possible.
that it would. We need to get Lambros on here. We need to get Lambros.
I'll tell you what was funny when we were
were.
filming the exercise database for the app, month 1 for 50% off your month, but first month on the training app. We were doing, we're at the back filming exercise database updates, and we had Chili here for the morning, and Chili was just like scrounging around on the turf, and then Buzz was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to hold her because I was doing jumps." So we're doing these exercise database, and Buzz has Chili, like a 5 kilo cavoodle there.
fully holding
and then he was like, oh, I'm just going to pick her up. So he's holding her, like running me through the jumps and stuff. And I'm like, this is like the new age West Side where he had bloody like pit bulls and the whole thing.
We have a cavoodle.
It's like he's tattooed on his, what was the tattoo? He's got the 2 pit bulls tattooed on him, doesn't he?
I'm sure he's got 2 axes, doesn't he?
I'm
got a lot
pretty
of
sure the
tattoos.
tattoo is 2 pit bulls on his back or on his chest or something.
Yeah.
And we're just here with cavoodles.
Cavoodles.
Yeah. I reckon we could take a cavoodle in a fight.
Real heavy.
But you wouldn't. You just kill it with love. Next.
Well, like I wouldn't want to kill a chihuahua either, but like it's just a conversation.
Have you ever like loved something so much that you're like, I just want to break your neck? Like that's
That's the love.
That's love.
Yeah.
All right. That's real love.
3-on-1 versus a lion. Who's fighting the lion?
0 chance.
Not
Without
happening.
any weapons.
3-on-1.
Like
Not
shovels
happening.
and shit.
Not happening.
No chance.
Not happening. No way.
3-on-1.
No
And
way.
I watched another lion break a lion's back.
Yeah, but that's one-on-one.
One-on-one lion. If it grabbed this thing, it ripped it, broke its spine.
Can you do that
The
again?
2 legs
I missed
didn't
that.
work, and they had to go out and shoot it.
Oh, no. I've seen those
The ranger
videos.
had to go shoot it because it literally its back legs were broken.
Yeah, like-
its spine was broken, so its back legs.
What did it do?
It picked it up,
Show us.
broke.
They came bounding over.
What's that? The current affair.
So for our audio listeners,
Turn it down a bit. Yeah.
What was the dog came out and just
That's the one.
The old
All right.
4-on-1 silverback gorilla.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
you guys would never.
I reckon- I reckon you guys are going in with the wrong attitude to
No,
these
I
fights.
think we have to play.
There's a reason Tess is better at powerlifting.
There's a reason
than
that
you.
humans are at
don't
the
go
top
to a
of the
fight
food
thinking you
chain
could lose.
because we don't win on fit. We've got bigger brains.
All right, in
we
the
are more
gym,
creative.
We can
But this is why we've gone in 4-on-1. If we went in 1-on-1, it's a small brain move. You go in 4-on-1, that's big brain, top of food chain shit.
big brain.
Come on, bro.
Gorillas are big boys.
Top of food
In
chain
the
is
gym,
going on
all
a
right.
horseback.
Lions, bro, they sleep heaps. They pounce. They're slow. So that you could be a decoy, and then the other 3 boys come in behind. Bang, crack its neck.
Barbell to the head.
Easy.
Bam.
Yeah, but look, I think the premise is you're face to face. Let's go. Not like, oh, let's go fucking.
No, we're in the gym. I've changed the parameters. I know you don't like parameters on the questions.
I don't like them being changed from the original. That's what I really don't like.
There was no original parameters stipulated on the environment and or if you could use weapons.
But if you're saying, could you take on a pitbull? It's you're facing that pitbull. Let's go. It's not sneak up behind it and punch in the head. Like, that's sneaky.
Tell us about eggs, Didier. Tell us
Nah,
about
bro,
eggs.
I don't like eggs. Man. Who likes eggs?
Is the gorilla eating eggs?
I've had too much selenium for this.
Bro, I've overdosed on selenium.
All right, last one. 5 of us, so Donnie's involved now, versus Bear.
Oh, have you seen? There's a movie coming out.
Oh,
called,
no,
there's a movie called Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, what's it about?
The bear's on cocaine and starts killing people. It's coming out at the movies. I couldn't
Is that
believe
the
it.
bear that ate a kilo of cocaine?
Yeah.
I have heard about that
It's
story.
based on a true story.
Yeah, but he's remixed the end again, I think. Yeah.
I love a bit of remix.
No, there's a movie because I was.
It's
I
actually
love
not
it.
a bear.
I love IMDb. I like on IMDb. I like to see what movies are coming out. And I saw it and I was like, Deuce, look at this movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear, and the bear just eats cocaine and kills
I have
people.
heard the story that I think he mauls someone and the guy was trafficking and then he eats like a kilo of cocaine.
Wouldn't that just kill it?
Is this going to be based on a true story, or is this more like
Remix.
Hey, I got this idea.
No, I think it's off a true
Everything's
story.
based on a true story for like one little bit, and then they do whatever
so
they
it's
want.
now like one of those like spoof films because I saw the UFC was sponsored by it. So I watched the last fights. I forgot the fights, but Volkanovski, and then like every bit, you know how they keep plugging the film.
They really know their market.
They
don't
really
they?
know. Yeah, and
They
I was
go,
like,
"We'll
this
sponsor
is
the UFC."
The most American shit. It's just like it's just talking. It's like on to the next fight, but first, Cocaine Bear, Sharknado. Yeah. Like as if this is the film that is sponsoring this fight, but it is. It is. Anyway, could we take the bear?
on cocaine.
What about Jon
about to say, what
Jones?
if we had
What
the
about
kilo?
Jon Jones? Is one of the 5. We've got Jon Jones. He's racked. He's a cocaine Jon Jones.
He loves it.
cocaine.
He does. Do you reckon we could beat him if we
Jon
trade?
Jones?
No, could the 5 of us beat a racked Jon Jones? There's
No.
the new one.
No
Could it-
chance.
No,
Bro, you would be the worst fighter ever.
you are so seriously.
What's wrong with
Look,
you?
me and Charlie,
You're the warrior.
me and Charlie know our strengths. We'd
One of the
suck in a
greatest
fight.
fighters of all time would just go.
Yeah, but
"Bop."
he's
Bop, bop, bop.
How would you do it?
Bop, bop. Suck.
Chapapi, chapapi.
One there, bop. Side kick. Buzz might get a couple in and then pop in.
We've got to send
You'd be
Buzz in
back,
last.
dude.
5 of us, and you gotta know it's not you wouldn't
It's
go
not
like
one-on-one.
UFC rules, man. You crack him straight in the dick. You wouldn't be doing like, all right, let's go.
Just eye gouge straight away.
You're doing dirty shit.
All right,
rip
leg
his ear
lock
off.
him,
So you have
So I go leg lock, like full around his legs, and then one of you guys get a few pups in, shake him.
straight to the throat.
All right, maybe we can.
I think we.
John Jones also remember he's
John Jones is
pinging.
plausible, but not
He's pinging.
the animals.
Pinging.
I reckon he's an unstoppable force.
Who?
John Jones on cocaine.
I hope he gets beaten in his next fight.
Who's
Is he coming back?
Yeah, Cyril Gain. He's gone up to heavyweight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hope he gets beaten.
What happened with Francis? Is he gone to box? Is that happened?
I haven't kept up with it. He came in with these demands, and then Dana's like, nah, or whoever.
Yeah,
the
they
UFC.
released him. Yeah.
And then he's been released. I don't know what he's going to do.
He's not.
Box.
Yeah, I think he's going to
I'll
fight
talk to him, Tyson Fury. I don't know. I think Tyson Fury will probably beat him. But anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of apex predators, I watched Blackfish. You seen it?
Nah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
What's it about?
That's all I got to say.
The blackfish.
Killer whales.
Killer whales. Orcas. Easily the best apex predator. I love them.
They're like real smart.
They
Aren't
can-
They are.
communicate,
They've
and they,
developed this extra part to their brain. Something, I don't know. I forgot what it was called. But it was
What's it on Netflix?
limbic systems or something.
Yeah.
Hypothalamus. Yeah.
Is it on?
Amygdalas.
Abdullah. What is that?
Abdullahi. Amygdalas.
Is it on Netflix?
Amygdala.
Is it on Netflix?
Nah, it's on Stan.
Oh, I've got your Stan login. Don't
Yeah,
I?
you got it.
I'll watch it.
No, so it was about SeaWorld
Yep.
dogs. They got these orcas, and they film it. They document like when they go out to get the orcas, and because the orcas, they're so like emotionally advanced for animals, like the mammals and that, and they got big brains and that, and they
Like us, you know, yeah.
they're like us. Anyway, they went to like corner these orcas. The orcas are like, nah, we'll throw off. And then the mums with the kids went the other way and they threw off all these boats. But this is where humans, top of the food chain, had helicopters and they could. We're
coming from the air.
They came from there, so they threw off the boats, but the helicopters like, nah, boys, they've gone left.
Apparently, orcas don't know about the fucking helicopters.
Helicopters. So their brains weren't that big. I'm like laughing about this now, but
It's
I was
sad.
watching this like almost crying.
So
like,
why?
It was
Because
bad.
it's pretty. They have them in those little pools.
They've got them in very small enclosures.
Why do they
Yeah.
do? What's fucking?
Man, they
Cash.
they trapped them all. You said no, it's all cash.
Yeah,
but
of
they
course.
trapped them all. But it's also like emotional warfare. They try to beat them down. They put them in these closed.
sick.
They put them in these enclosures.
What?
Yeah, and in these enclosures, they put the males in with the females, and the females are more dominant. And they had these male ones, and they want them to be a bit more submissive. They put them in there with the women or the female orcas that are more dominant, and they rake them with their teeth and shit. And they come out the next morning.
They want low
and they get
test.
The male one. They want low test ones that have been beaten down,
Low test
and they're bleeding and
orcas.
shit. More submissive. They hold food from them, stuff like that. It's
They
busted.
torture them.
They torture
That's
them.
shit house.
What,
And,
isn't there like laws and shit on this?
America, baby. They need not SeaWorld Australia. Like that's fucking
Land of the
I don't know if
free.
they got no orcas.
Like,
there.
no orcas
I'm
in Gold
getting
Coast.
more and more convinced.
You can swear now. Fuck.
I'm gonna say it. Oh, we can swear. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So can I have one swear? Fuck SeaWorld. That's
Yeah.
it. They're dogs.
Dogs.
They're dogs.
Australian SeaWorld doesn't have.
They don't do that. Australian SeaWorld doesn't do
We don't
that.
have. All.
Nah, I've been to SeaWorld. There was no orcas then. But I probably wouldn't go back to any SeaWorld after watching this. It was
Fair
pretty.
enough.
It was pretty.
I don't
It was
think
bad.
the Australian one. Well, they got the dolphins.
They got dolphins. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Just real quick. Watch this. But these orcas, you know that they've got a brain. Like the way they kill these people.
They torture them.
Oh yeah, that's what happens in this. They end up killing some of the trainers, the orcas. But it's like
Fucking oath.
it's torture. Like they're actually torturing these trainers, like in the water, like pulling them down they pull them down for like 30 seconds, and they hold them down there, and they bring them back up, back to the air. Pull them back down. They thrash them, and it's like the SeaWorld like would lie, and it's almost like what they do with the fucking priests, and they just repurpose them and just send them elsewhere, and don't tell them the whole story, change its name and shit, like. It's actually busted, and then they don't tell them that this orca
Is a killer.
Is a killer.
A smart killer.
A smart killer. They're all smart, and then they just train it as normal, even though it's got these tendencies to like dive at people and stuff like that. And you can't blame the orca. Like
100%.
the orca's been tortured and pulled away
But
from
also,
its
like,
family.
why are there like trainers Like, why do they need to be near the orcas? Like, surely they just feed them with like
No,
some
bro, these
contraption.
shows. These
Yeah,
shows.
they've
they're, like,
been-
they're standing on their nose and shit, being like dived out of the water. And the trainers, you hear the trainers talk, they're like delusional. Like they're delusional. Like we love these animals. Like we thought we were doing the best for them. This, that, and then like some of them later down the track were like they were so busted. Like it was so busted what we were doing. Like everything. But a lot of them are.
So what are they surely there'd be animal rights activists and shit that fucking
There would be,
swear.
but that's
Yeah, I
it's
can
also the
swear.
land of like Tiger King and keeping lions in like very suspect conditions. I think you can just get away with some shit over there. Like you can't get away with.
Well,
here.
apparently Carol Baskin's husband came back. He was living in Mexico. She didn't kill him.
She didn't mince him.
She didn't mince
She
him.
didn't mince him with
I
a
was
tiger
brought in.
mince.
I thought she did it.
I never saw.
I thought she
gotta
minced
watch
him.
Tiger
All right, April
I thought
2020.
she put him in the bone crusher. What are they? You saw that? What are they?
Fed
They
for
had
lions.
this machine that they used to like mince meat and shit.
And bone,
And
yeah.
they're
Husbands.
she definitely put the theory was that she killed the husband and put him in there and fed him to the tigers. But obviously,
But no, he was living in Mexico or something. So he's back.
he's back. Carol
And-
Baskin.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin.
And the Tate brothers, obviously in their own problems now, but they were trying to help Tiger King get out. They were funding the court
a few
cases.
people have claimed to help get Tiger King out. No one's done it
Good
yet.
sort those boys. Fighting the good fight, Tate brothers.
The Tiger King.
Yeah, so he's in jail and they're in jail. But yeah, that's what it is. So she didn't kill him.
Jail's fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, I listened to that podcast.
Oh, that was a really good. That was a
podcast.
really good.
it called?
Flagrant.
Who was in jail?
What's his
That
name?
guy, I don't-
John something. I think it was.
He's got a YouTube channel.
So
John.
if you're sussing this guy, his name is John.
His name is John. that's your clue.
Last name, something. I don't know.
You'll see. It's one of the latest flagrant episodes, and it's about the insides of
Cartels.
the cartel or whatever.
Yeah, he was a weed dealer to the cartels.
He was a middleman.
in like 2008. And he was using UPS to deliver weed to Mexico. Just like posting packages from
He said
North
they
North
were like,
California.
"Are you a gambler?" He's like, "No, not really." He goes, "My thrill was always getting packages through." He goes, "He's like, you just knew that you beat the government." He's like, "I just got all this weed through, past all your security, past everything." He's like, "And it's the best feeling in the world." And he was like, G'ing up. He's like, "Man, I want to get back into it."
It was actually a really interesting.
It was really good. It was interesting.
White cartel dealer explains how to survive prison. That's what they've called. That's what they clickbaited the episode with.
They were really best titles.
How about clickbait?
Johnny Mitchell. It was a very interesting podcast. I'd highly recommend listening to the podcast. White cartel dealer explains how to survive.
It was a very good podcast.
Shouts out.
Yeah. All right. So we're not beating an orca either. We're just going to put that one in there. Is that all right if we have one more parameter on that question?
What, the orca?
Yeah.
I was just waiting for Bulls to say, nah, we could take it, yeah. You're like, bro, you got to have some self-confidence.
Hey, hold on. They haven't got that much peripheral vision.
There's always a way.
They're
There's
quite
always,
weak
bro,
from the
again,
top. They're
there's
quite
four-
weak.
There's five of us. One is a decoy.
Charlie.
Man, we're gonna go to
At all
SeaWorld,
times.
throw you in. Good luck.
Charlie's the decoy.
No. It's not a one-on-one. One-on-one, I'm getting eaten.
You need to find 3 other mates.
Bro,
We're not doing it.
I've got more faith in our team than you do. All right,
I've got no faith in our
I've got
team.
faith in our team. I reckon we've got a weak link, boys. I believe we could do anything. We
could change your life.
I could change your life. Yeah.
Change your life, kill orcas. But I wouldn't kill orcas. They're lovely animals.
But I could.
And DM for coaching. Alrighty, next question. Why are 99% of the S&C industry gyms in Australia located within a 5-kilometre radius?
What do you
That's
Industrial
in
cafe.
Melbourne.
Yeah. I don't know. I reckon
There's a lot. There's a lot of big names.
it's the heavies. The heavy hitters are all in Moorabbin.
Southeast. It's like Moorabbin is like the hub of the southeast, where it's got the most industrial. It's like the
It's the
factories.
closest proximity.
To the
Only
city.
in the southeast, though.
Southeast, yeah.
So we've got Woodford, the OG GOAT, Core Advantage,
We could. No, I was gonna say.
Athletes Authority, Six Principal. They're all in the area. What's going on?
There's that new one as well, isn't there? Foundry.
That's new, up and coming. Yep. What's the conspiracy here? There's got to be a conspiracy.
I think,
Why?
as you said, the conspiracy is that the closer you get to the city on
Nah,
this side,
It's too run of the mill.
it's big. It's big S&C.
There's factories.
They don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Is it the density of
It's footy mop.
footy mop?
It's footy mop.
Is it the density
You play
of
footy mop?
All right. Let's take this conversation. Who would win in a fight?
between those
between those gyms.
Easily.
No doubt.
Woodford would beat an orca. Woodford would beat an orca.
101.
And Jon Jones.
That's a given.
Jon Jones.
So, yeah.
My favourite thing that Woody ever does is call Kane Corns out for a boxing match.
No, it calls anyone out for a boxing match.
You've been called out for a boxing match. haven't
Always
you?
Kane
Oh, no, never
Corns.
call me out.
He'll
Okay.
always just shout, Kane Corns.
I think Kane Corns ripped
Fuck
him
you,
once.
fight me for charity, you dog.
Say prime train.
It's a really funny premise. Like, I want to beat you up, but it's for charity, so I'm a good guy.
Yeah, make it noble. Settle a dispute.
I'm
make it
better than you. I
noble.
want to raise money for charity. Like,
Don't you want to do it for the kids, Kane?
Kane Corns got ripped. Jack Ginnivan got obviously in trouble for doing some naughty stuff. Someone that breached his privacy. But then the argument was that all footy players are doing it. It's out there. Stop fucking. I can swear again. Stop getting your
PTSD.
stop getting your knickers in a knot over it. Like, it's happening. It's out there. And then Kane Corns was on the meeting. He was like, he was saying some shit like, I don't know, when I was a player, I wasn't around. I didn't see it. I wasn't around. And someone commented and was like, so you weren't liked back then as well. Like, insinuating no one invited you to anything. He's got Kane Corns definitely has that, just that unlikable personality.
I don't know much about him other than Woody wants to hit him.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's definitely got that aura.
our resident AFL expert, Charlie knows.
He's just got that aura.
Did you hear Nick Del Santo's left and he's an NFL special commentator now.
Nick Del Santo.
Nick Del Santo. He's left Australia
Yeah.
because his wife was from Texas.
Are you talking about Nick Rewalt?
Nick Rewalt, yeah.
You said Nick Del Santo.
Oh, no, sorry, no, Nick Rewalt. Nick Rewalt's wife's from Texas. They've moved back. He's quit whatever channel he was on here.
Yeah.
He's gone to Texas and he was a special commentator for the NFL.
Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
Full time.
He's transcended AFL.
Is that full time? Because I know I heard that too, but I thought maybe they did that because Aaron Sipos was playing in the Super Bowl and he used to play for St Kilda.
Maybe they did. Maybe it was a
It was
one-off.
like a one-off.
Connect.
That's what I thought it was. Oh, maybe they got him.
Did he
as
win?
a one-off.
Sipos?
The Chiefs won in the last 8 seconds.
Yeah.
It was tied, and then they got one of the
what's his name?
field
Mahomes.
goals or whatever.
Mahomes is the comeback kid.
But I watched the highlights. I didn't watch it all because I don't understand it that well. So I'll just watch the 20-minute highlights. It looked like it was neck and neck the whole time, literally neck and neck, and it was tied right to the last 10 seconds, and then they got some field goal, some shit. There was a free kick that was given that shouldn't have been a free kick that led to that.
Dodgy.
Yeah, dodgies, always dodgies.
Always dodgies.
Yeah. Looks good. Rihanna, halftime show.
Yeah.
Queen.
Queen.
For real.
The, pregnant as well.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Nice.
I didn't realize she hadn't performed for like
7 years or something.
Yeah,
She's
something
been building
ridiculous.
her. We spoke about
Makeup
this. Her makeup
brand,
empire.
yeah.
She's worth like $1 billion now.
Yeah.
And then
She's like
Fenty.
Fenty.
Yeah.
Fenty.
That's a real bougie
brand, yeah.
name.
And Beyonce.
Well, there's
she hasn't
Fendi already.
performed
I'm a
for
bit
while
confused
either,
by the
so.
name, but
Yeah,
That's
Beyonce
okay.
performed for $30 million to the Sheiks in
45.
45 mil.
Yeah.
It just kept going up. Every
Yeah.
couple of weeks, it was
Bro,
just
it's
like more money.
it was like 83 mil.
$200 million.
Where does the money come from? It is crazy.
Oil.
Yeah, it is actually. Exactly.
But even when you hear like some of these
Literally.
these
That's only one
soccer
spot.
players, how much these soccer players get paid.
Yeah, it's oil.
Oligarchs and oil.
Like like the Saudis own Man City and Newcastle now, and they pay them ridiculous amounts of money. Like what our footy players get in 1 year, they get in
in the
one
game. Yeah, well, John Ram, the golfer's average is $1.3 million a week. He's getting paid at the moment.
Is
that
Arab
in
League?
the
No, he's not. He's in the
that
PGA.
in the
He's just
live?
dominating in Live.
Live?
Sick last name.
Yeah, John Ram.
What's the live? Explain.
2-syllable full name.
Live.
Unreal.
Bang,
So
bang.
Yeah.
PGA is the more traditionalist golf. It is the most traditionalist of the golfing.
Pro golfers.
Yeah, professional. Yeah.
Association.
So it's where all the history of golf is. Then there was a bit of undertones, apparently, that the players wanted to be paid more, which is quite common in a lot of those sporting organizations. Like the baseball quite regularly go on, so the NBL, they quite often go on strikes.
That's
Major League
MLB.
Baseball.
NBL's
MLB.
the National Basketball.
NLB, didn't I say that?
You said MBL. MLB.
MLB, sorry, yeah.
Nick Del Santo. Plays for NBL.
They quite often go on strikes for more play. Like we want a bigger cut of blah blah blah. You sell the TV rights for $3 billion over 2 years, and we only see 3% of your revenue or whatever. So they often go on strike, and it's happened with the NBA before. They had a lockout period. So there was a bit of unrest within the golf community that the players wanted to be paid more, blah, blah, blah. They were playing too much golf. And then the Saudis created a league called Live.
Is it just in the Middle East? Or
No. So they're just funding it.
There you go.
So they've just got an endless pit of money, and they're just throwing that endless pit of money at players. And
people coming over.
They got a lot at the start, and then it's sort of like stabilized a little bit now, but it's a very like... we hate Live, and they're like, well, we want to be treated better over in the PGA, and it's sort of like a very big
feud now.
It's a big feud. It's a big thing in golf, and they've got the full swing. If you want to learn more about it, it's on the
full swing.
It's on the Netflix.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dramas.
But yeah, they have endless money over there. The Saudis, man,
big dramas.
Big dramas. But Ronaldo's playing over there as well, isn't he?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he's playing in one of their leagues.
I don't know.
Yeah, apparently left.
He left already.
He left Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did he go?
Saudi Arabia somewhere.
He left already.
No. He left fucking Man United.
I knew that he left Man United. I didn't know where he went.
Yeah, he left Man United.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Thanks, Jamie.
He's gone to Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
Saudi Arabia.
So why is the Southeast the hub of S&C? Oil money.
Big oil.
That's it.
Big oil money.
Big oil.
Big footy market.
Man, how do you think we keep this operation running? Oh, fuck.
Big oil.
Yeah, but we've all got a pipe underneath the gyms.
That's the.
And we've got them Saudi connects.
We've actually we've connected
On a traffic
to
oil.
Saudi Arabia. And we're funneling the oil down into the southeast.
That's why everyone drives secondhand cars. There's no AMGs.
That's yeah.
2025.
So we're all living in like
Saudi
little
tour.
townhouses.
Yeah, that's it.
Townhouse.
Unit, townhouse. What's
Speak for
yours
yourself,
classified
right?
as?
I'm a townhouse.
Townhouse. What's yours classified as?
We're units on the come
So,
ups.
yeah, not one house.
Not
Big
one.
heavy
No
guys-
one.
Big heavy hustlers over here in
No one.
townhouses.
And
Well, you think you're better
second-hand
than me?
Huh?
You think you're better than me?
I'm better than you.
Yeah, true.
Better. The oil.
I'll
Couldn't
take
beat
that.
an orca though. We have no more because the other questions that were coming through were like,
Self-belief.
"What's your biggest regret?" And let's have a look quickly if. Because whenever
How
you
much
do,
I swore last
this will be
week.
quite funny. So whenever you see people do the anonymous questions box, there's obviously like there's computer generated ones that come through as well. So
I didn't know that was a thing.
Smack a couple.
Yeah, we'll smack a couple.
What's it, Chat GPT?
Chat GPT. Yeah. Oh, we just got a new one. Let's have a look.
Any good?
Read it out. Even if it's dumb, read it out.
Do you worry about building a cliquey culture that may be off-putting? No.
You're either with us or you're against us.
No, we don't.
I think you're fucking.
I think we're past the point where
past
we.
that. You stand true to yourself and what
Yeah.
you are and who you are, and the right people find you. And if you're not our people, you'll find find where you belong somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a way we go about things. There's other people go about things different ways, and people are free to find the people that they want to associate
What do
with.
we actually do that's cliquey?
No,
I
you
don't know
do
if we're-
nothing. You
I
just
don't know if we're
yourself,
cliquey.
and then people either like you or don't like you, and some people that don't like you will be like, "Oh, they're fucking cliquey." It's just how people. It's just how it is. I don't know. I don't think you're doing anything specifically.
Because that's I tend to agree with that.
Yeah,
Just
because
doing-
I don't know. I look at my I just think about it. Say my client list.
Yeah.
For example, like the people that sign up with me and stay on the longest with
One
me
of us.
are the ones that we just talk shit with, and we have the similar interests. Like I just think that's
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? Like some people you just don't get along with. Like it's not even if you are providing a quality service, like it's a very personable service.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the person, even if it's quality, you can go get the same quality service elsewhere and like a person better. Like
100%.
yeah, I don't think it's.
But I would say everyone, when you're creating a little bit of a brand and an identity,
Community.
it is going to seem cliquey.
Absolutely.
And I look at literally the flagrant guys, they would seem cliquey but they're just doing that.
But then
in
it's
a
the
different
whole, like-
industry. But like,
Sorry, keep going.
oh no, yeah, go. You go. I wasn't really.
That's
But
It's
then
like
it's even like from a marketing standpoint, you appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. It's just like we're just being ourselves, and if you don't like us, I'm sorry. Like that's
But it's not even that though. It's like if you don't like us, like cool, like
That's fine.
That's fine. Like,
fine.
You'll like some other people more. That's cool. Like, like we don't follow every single person. We don't like, it's just how it is. Like, not everyone, pays attention to everyone,
But also, and then you look at just the business. The business is growing. It's growing nice, consistent, good growth. It's like, what is telling us that what we're doing is wrong anyway?
And we're happy.
Well, maybe it's not a negative thing.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a negative thing at all.
But I think I agree. But I don't think that I think cliquey is it's just a word that gets thrown out. I don't think we do anything that's cliquey. Like cliquey is like, this is our people, and like screw those other people. Like we don't do that. Like
and people come and go. Like even like when we started the gym, like think about like the typical client that we were servicing at that time. How many times that has gone through an iteration, and we've had like new people come through and. Old members move on and they're like, oh, things have changed. It doesn't like it's completely fine.
I remember when there was a period when we first started. Some of the people who were non-powerlifters used to feel like they didn't fit because like there was more. It's just it
just evolves
and
yeah. So not too worried.
Not too worried.
I would go a little further and say we want to find more of our people.
Yeah.
I'd almost go that we need to lean further into,
and we do that
the
by
direction
just
we go,
trying to continue to be ourselves. And
I also think there's always
and
more.
if you made it to the end of this podcast where we're talking about kicking pit bulls,
you are our people. You're part of the clique,
we want to work with you. So DM for coaching.
Yeah. So if you're into drop punch chihuahuas,
yeah.
If you think you could take on an orca,
we need to replace Charles in the orca fight because Charles doesn't want to.
Yeah, I'm not in.
There are
I'm
two
not
weak
in.
links here.
I'm not in.
Orcas, killer whales.
Yeah. So I would say that. I would say that I think we've identified that. I can believe that was the question. I think that we've identified that we want to actually.
It came in right then.
Just came in right then.
That's crazy.
That we want to go further.
I can't believe that it came in right then at the end of the podcast.
It was perfect.
It was just timed well.
The walls
because I thought it was actually going to be like
Podcast
some random
gods.
It was going to be like a dumb question, but it was intrinsic. Thought-provoking question.
But yeah, no, I would say that we need to lean further into it. Keep building the brand. Keep finding more of our people. The old, you want your not diehard fans. It's like your 1,000. You want 1,000 like.
Yeah.
What are they called?
People who go to war against the orcas with you.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept though, because like it's almost insinuating that I want you guys to be different so that I.
That's
can
exactly
come.
what it's insinuating.
And I'm just like, why not just go somewhere else then? Like.
We quite often get it when maybe not a longer term client, but somebody that's like maybe done 12 months or like, things have changed a little bit. Like, especially when we came out of a lockdown and we made the decision that we we're going to pull some shifts and all of that sort of stuff.
Go
like,
more online focused.
Yeah, like we definitely like people gave us the feedback like, things have changed here. And it's like, yeah, things should be changing though. Like the business should be evolving. And our services should be evolving over time. If we're stagnant and get stuck back doing what we used to be doing, the growth isn't going to be there. The fulfillment for our futures and all of that sort of our career is not going to be there either. Like, it's important to change and adopt.
And different people are going to change in different ways. What each business or community organization's evolution is going to look different, and that's completely fine. But I think it is key that you do change, because if you just do the same thing forever,
stagnant,
autophagy.
And then
don't know what autophagy
is. Correct. Literally just read about it in the Anti-Fragile, and it's saying that
autophagy.
He said the quote was, "What kills me makes us stronger." So in terms of like the cell, it always gets rid of the old shit first to replenish and whatever. But you can extrapolate that to life. So it's like in a business, it's like those people that don't fit anymore. They are dispendable. They go, they move on, they find a better place for them. But then you also attract more of what you want as a business and growth. So I think that answers your question.
Take that.
Take that.
That answers
and
it
eat
for
some
you.
eggs.
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, shop market.
Yeah. Crack that in your pan and eat it.
Have you heard that before, or did you just say that? Did you make that up?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh my god!
Crack your eggs
Can you slap me? You can slap me across the back of the neck. That was unbelievable.
No, that was eggs.
No shit. You didn't explain that. That was unbelievable.
That was amazing.
Respect. Please slap me.
I didn't have my creatine. So
Imagine if he had creatine.
So Deuce came over from here yesterday and goes, her and Anthony have decided to take creatine till the comp. So this morning I was like,
that hard shit.
I was like, I'll put it in my smoothie.
Did you know they get drug tested though?
Creatine. I put in my smoothie this morning, but I haven't drank my smoothie yet. So the creatine's waiting.
It's waiting.
Maybe my brain knows it's
You
afternoon.
got to earn your creatine.
This afternoon, you're gonna finna be popping off.
Do you reckon
Can you turn the aircon
orcas?
on?
Yeah. Do you reckon orcas have creatine?
100%.
Do you reckon they're on that?
Seal meat.
Yeah.
Danny.
Aircon.
Seal meat has creatine.
Yeah.
Lots of selenium.
The last conversation that's worth having is about the F45 gyms closing, Charles. Yeah. So apparently, word on the grapevine, F45s are collapsing. Stock price plummeting. Portfolios
Stocks down.
dropping.
So I think Adam,
wanna sell my shares.
client, Milicevic, put it the best, and he just said that a shit service and shit coaching, shit programming, results that aren't sustainable got found out in the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's very true because it flew bloody high very quickly.
Bloody high, mate.
Bloody high, mate.
Bloody high.
To the
guys.
point, to the point where Jamie and I were like, we're going to buy one.
Yeah. There was we got offered.
We're going to buy one.
Not offered one, but there was an opportunity to invest in one. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting that he said that. He goes, shit programming, shit training, shit coaching, because they would get anyone on board that didn't really know what they were doing. Got found out in the end, because how many times, and I know people that had done F45, they get put on these really calorie restrictive diets, they lose all this weight, what happens? They rebound, it's not sustainable, they have a poor experience in the end. How long can you keep doing that for?
How long can you keep selling to the same person to do the same 12-week challenge to lose the same 5 kilos every time?
It's not sustainable. And we used to look at our service, because at the end of the day, our service is more, it's a longer term approach. It's trying to build habits. It's trying to realize that, this is it's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 10-year thing to achieve the body you want and the fitness levels you want. It's not sexy. That doesn't sell in a sexy way. It's a bit more of a boring, but it gets sustainable results long term. So we used to look at that as a negative thing, but that's why 7 years in, we're still here. We're growing, and hopefully in another 7 years, we're and then F45 is gone, and it'll be interesting to see what happens to BFT.
BFT would be the next.
Because BFT just seems like F45 with barbells.
X45, but they have some squat racks. Yeah, I think that's...
squat racks.
Do they use the squat racks? Or are they just doing chin-ups?
Look,
Curls the squat rack.
like with any of these big chains, there's probably some better ones, probably some worse ones, but it's hard.
I wonder how much the owner of one of these franchises has on the influence of what actually goes on in the gym.
From my understandings, I think they would... I think they'd
Or do they have to conform?
Nah, it's all head office job.
Yeah, but they have to conform.
They send the things down from the top, the brief.
I agree,
and then
but
you
I
got to do
think,
it.
like with any big chain, you've got to follow the work. But I'm sure you'd be able to make little tweaks here or there, or individualize it a bit more. But obviously that takes time and energy and effort. So does that happen? I don't know, but there'd definitely be the opportunity for someone to be like, all right, I want to run a group training gym. Let's make this a little bit less busted.
I reckon they'll probably own their own group training gym then. Because I just feel like if you're going into an F45 in the first place,
grab.
it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
Fair,
and it's going to be, you're not going into it to change lives. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're not like us.
I'm here to change your life. Like, it is what it, no. You go into F45, it's just like Siebes. Do your thing. You can do a jumping squat lunge, reverse bosu ball back
With a curl in there too.
Work it out. Like, it's,
what
you're not going in there to
You've got what's
to
that
do
one they
that,
will get?
you know?
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
What?
That's a big group training fucking ailment.
Plantar fasciitis.
Big foot. Adam Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Big boy. I've seen him doing seminars.
Platts 2.0. Yeah, so he
BFT.
owns a BFT. So Adam Wright.
saw that.
Yeah.
Are they doing
No,
squats?
hang on. Yeah, exactly. So Adam Wright is
He's a big boy.
a big boy. I think he may have just won Mr. Australia.
He's a big boy.
You the one who used to train at
Yeah.
Hammer House?
He is
he's just-
massive
he's doing
now.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
he's a big boy.
He
He's
owns a
not
BFT.
small.
I reckon he would be influencing them with powerlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like- it'd be like proper,
training,
so
move
maybe,
well,
surely.
progressively overload.
Man, I did it when I worked at the group training gym. Like, you lifting weights.
Yeah, but can you do that within
Yeah,
the
but small chain.
yeah.
That's the thing. Small chain influence. I've worked in one as well, and I still had boss man no clue fucking telling me to do dumb shit.
And we-
like it's I don't know. I think it's just chance.
We had
How
the same
autonomous
thing
can you
too.
be?
We tried to influence a bit, but then it's just also the clientele don't. Some of them
It's
don't want
clicky,
it.
isn't it? It's clicky.
It is.
F45's clicky. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's too clicky. They should diversify, be more inclusive, eat more eggs.
Yeah, they should
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for listening. We do appreciate you getting all the way here. We're about 3 5-star reviews off 500.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Get us across the line with the 5-star
Put the
reviews.
bat up.
And also, if you're interested in the services here, the Novice competition kicks off, the 10-week program kicks off on March the 20th. So you can sign up to that, either reach out to one of the boys or first link in the description. Also, the training app, month one, gets you half price for your first month on the training app. So you can suss that out as well. Would love to see you in there. But other than that, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Peace.
I don't think you need one. It was in there anyway. And I'll just use the old ad for Three Kings. It was a good one. All right.